Okay, awesome. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Thanks for joining us for another founder circle or meetup to learn and grow in our own space. We're happy to be having today Anwar Ali. He's the founder and CEO of Zahar AI. Anwar is an amazing professional. He been into Shark Tank in Egypt, and he was selected to go ahead. He declined the offer, for his own reason, and he may explain that to us if time allows. But he made the right choice, regardless. And his company is really expanding a lot, big time. And today, this call is, to be honest, very, very important to all founders, to all business owners, because they would definitely need to understand how AI will recommend you in the future. Before it was Google search SEO, everybody was using Google SEO. Today, it's all about LLMs. Would ChatGPT or other LLMs would recommend me as a business to people who are searching for my services or not? So with that said, Anwar, we're very, very excited to have you today. Very happy to learn from you. If you don't mind, give us a quick intro first and then dive in your session, please.
Sure. Hello, everyone. Glad to be joining you again. I think some of you might have been in the first meeting, so glad to have you back and welcome for all people joining us for the first time. My name is Anwar Ali. I already have a slide here, but why you guys should listen to me instead of spending this hour just chatting and watching Netflix. I've been doing UX, CRO, and user behavior optimization for the past 8 years. I'm focused into the digital psychology and online persuasion industry. So I've been fully day in, day out into tracking how the user behave, why the user decided to take this action, how to influence this behavior, what was the psychology behind it, what was even the brain chemicals behind it. And I got really deep into the applied neuromarketing. I worked in conversion optimization with a global company named Invest, ranking the first worldwide when it comes to conversion optimization, with again key focus on being the digital psychology guy. I had my journey building Zohar. I built a couple of startups before. One of them even operated for like a year and then shut down. A couple of them were just like competition based, traveled here and there, won a couple of grants. But Zohar is my second, let's say, fully operating startup. And during the past couple of years, I've been utilizing AI to the max. So I've turned all my work in CRO. I think 3 years ago, once they like announced the custom GPT, same week or next week, I was already like automating 80% of the CRO work to the point that my manager told me you're coding yourself out of work. And I found it fascinating that like I told him like clearly, no, I'm coding. Everyone else was not building AI. You will keep me because I built a machine. And honestly, it makes sense. But anyways, I really got fascinated with AI. I just kept going around. I'm not a technical guy at all. I used to be a developer at some point, but I'm not a developer. I don't do well in code, but I know what to expect, how to talk to the machine, and then people who are expert in that translate to code. So to summarize, I'm here to share with you guys my journey on building Zohar. What is the GEO? Is it a buzzword? Is it something real? Why Google is saying is fake? Then sharing an article about the LLMs.txt. Is the SEO is just same as GEO? And where is actually, and I'm really lucky that Ahmed pushed me to pull this specific presentation because this presentation doesn't just cover like the GEO and SEO, it also covers where's the opportunity in this market. How can anyone start joining this very blue ocean industry that have almost very low number of competitions. Like if we're talking operating companies, I think less than 50 worldwide. If we're talking in Arabic, we're the only one. If we're talking in other languages like Indian, Pakistani, or other complicated languages that really need someone to understand the culture and the dialect, well, guess what? Zero so far. So please, I'm looking for the competitor who will create Zahar in Indian to be out of this room. But yeah, it's an amazing market. So hopefully you guys will find value in it. So first, let's try something and just ask ChatGPT or Gemini what is the best university in Egypt. I was doing that for a university. I was doing that with the Swedish Tech University. So I asked them to open their phone, and all of them just asked their favorite LM, what is the best university in Egypt for AI. And Sweden University is a really recent university and very focused on like the AI. And for their shock, no LLM mentioned their university at all. And they are like one of the few that have a full specialized 4 years AI track. But their university didn't show up. So the question is, if I did the same now and asked what is the best founders meetup community in Canada, in US, in Egypt, is this community going to show up? If not, who decide what community to show up, how and why? That's what we're trying to decode today. Why? Because again, back to my experience, noticing the behavior shift of users, people have been always seeking a channel that they can use to reach out the information they are looking for. Whether this channel is the newspaper, the radio, the TV, ads, whatever, there's always one channel capturing all the attention. And that's why we are always talking at Zahar about the attention economy, the $1 trillion economy, the one industry that's literally by numbers exceed the GDP of 90% of the countries. It's called the digital attention economy, and it's all about how you can capture more user attention, starting from ads to media production to everything regarding user attention. Because believe it or not, in a social media and AI world, the most critical and valuable asset is people time and attention. If you're able to capture their attention for enough time, you will convince them to buy your product, you'll convince them to deal with you or to join your community. So it's all about how to capture more attention. Um, so moving forward, let's talk about the shift first of all. Uh, Previously, people used to type in question, Google process this question and provide the first page with 10 links and then like 10, 15 other pages. User go through the pages and then the links and click on one of the links. So if you had a bad SEO, you would still appear in the answer, but you maybe appear in like page 8, page 9, page 2, whatever. Or if someone writes your name directly, some competitor with better SEO, but a different close name that can appear first. Um, that process is called SEO, Search Engine Optimization. It's an industry that is valued at $80 billion plus in 2025. And it's just about ranking in the first 10 links. However, the SEO is all about capturing the keywords, how much of keyword share in this industry or market you're taking this over. So I want, if the internet have 100 million mention of founders community, I want the 50 million of this founders community mentions to be on my website or tied to my name through a PR, through anything. So when anybody tie communities meetup or founders meetup, we get cited because we have the most share over this keyword capture. Um, However, now it's a bit different. Now people ask a question, they no longer type a query, they no longer type a question or sorry, a keyword. Instead of asking, instead of writing like founders community and just going through the links, people now ask, what is the best founders community for startups in the seed stage that actually interested in AI and fintech? So people are expecting more now. With the AI, they can give more input, they can give more detailed output and more customized and personalized output. So people stopped asking, sending keywords and started asking questions, turning the whole search experience from a one-sided search or from a one-sided exposure before like on TV or whatever to an actual interactive conversational search activity. People ask their favorite tool, even if it was Google, like just if we right now went to Google and wrote like the best founders meetup, the first answer will be the AI overview. So still, if you're Googling it like the old way, you're still getting the AI overview, which is very interestingly, the Google AI overview doesn't always align with the Google listing. So you might find a company that is the top rank in Google search links, but it's not even in the answer. You might find a link that is in the answer, but it's not in the top page. Actually, let's do this activity really quickly. So let's say best founders community in Egypt. Let's make it conversational. Okay. So now it provided me first was Anwar Egypt, Startup Grind, Founders Space, ASU Venture Lab, Founders Life Cairo, and Egyptpreneur. Let's look here. I think here we have a co-founders hub. That's a completely different one. Founders Space is the second. So the first is not, I don't think it's even here. I don't see any co-founder hub. The second one on the answers is actually like the third one on the answers. Then we start looking for like Founders Live Cairo again. There is this meetup. It's still on the page one, but it's not even in the answer. What I'm trying to say that is, according to research, this is what we call like middle of funnel queries. Middle of funnel queries are the consideration queries. So to simplify this, imagine the user journey of finding you and dealing with you, whether you are a brand, a person, a professional, through a journey, a funnel, 3 steps journey. Start from awareness, consideration, then decision making. Awareness is what we call top of funnel. People asking very random questions that have nothing to do with you, like how can I connect with people in my industry? How can I grow my network as a founder? So they didn't really ask for a founders community, but they asked something that you should be providing information. Then the middle funnel, when they are asking consideration questions, what are the best community to join? Is X community better than Y community, or is Y better? In that stage, according to research so far, 34% of providers get 100% excluded completely if they are not one of the answers generated by the AI. So if the AI didn't say this co-founder hub as one of the answers here, 34% of users completely, or customers completely, neglect this as as not an option anymore, just because it was not on this list in the middle of funnel questions. And that really goes back to psychology again. There is an amazing field, if you guys are into psychology, called cognitive biases. And cognitive biases is like the field that study the mistakes that our brain do every now and then. Where it's not really a mistakes, but it's like our brain trying to adapt a lot of information. So sometimes takes stupid decisions. One of these biases is called automation bias. I can even show it to you guys. This website is amazing if you guys are interested in psychology, called the Decision Lab. Even have like this, visual mind cognitive biases where you can literally see what fires in the brain chemicals for each cognitive bias. But anyways, there is one bias called the automation bias. Automation bias is the tendency for humans to believe more in the machine outcome more than any human outcome. So, and that started way back on the machine time. If a machine draw a line like this and a human draw a line like this, now I'll believe the machine. The machine is probably right, and the whole earth is crooked or something. So people really believe the machine. And with the AI, they take AI as, like, let's say, influencer. Now imagine, like, previously you had to buy a restaurant in a very, very neat place and very good location so people can come and eat from your restaurant. But now you just deal with a food blogger who can say, hey, I have found a hidden gem, and literally get you food from a place that you will never cross by, and you will still go for it and do business with it. Because now you no longer go do footwork and search for the restaurant. You just scroll through the social media and see what the influencer, what is the expert is recommending you. And people treating AI as an expert, but in everything. So anything AI is recommending is a no-go, like a no-brainer. It's like, that's what I'm going to do. AI recommended this, AI knows more. So that bias really, really work in our favor as Zahar AI, because yep, now everyone need to be part of the answer. The other crucial thing about GEO and SEO, I like asking here about the best founders community. I might go to the second page, third page, fourth page, and then find my friends community. But now in the AI answers, you can't find more. There is no load more. It's like 5 to 6 answers. You either one of it or no. So back to our presentation. Now people just ask a question. The AI engine process it and provide just one answer. No more links anymore. Just a couple of recommendations. Either you are one of this answer or no. And this is not a niche trend. Why? Because according to research, around 500 million users are now actively using AI engines. And as I told you, we have been enforced more than any technology in the human being to use adaptive technology as we've been done for the AI. So the internet was there, and like we had to adapt the internet step by step. But you, at some point, you got like forced. If you don't have a Facebook page, if you don't have a website, you're not even here. The AI is a completely different game. The AI is now into Meta AI. The AI is now in the Google AI overview. You're no longer selecting to use AI, you're enforced to use AI. So AI is no longer an option, is no longer a technology people go to. It's a technology that's embedded in our daily life, in our in and out activities. So the amount of people using AI is growing significantly. I think it was a 100% year over year with a CAGR of 32% until 2030. I can get you the exact numbers. I have it listed somewhere. So it's a huge industry and growing like fire, like 5x any other technology in the entire history. Um, Most of the products now, like Shopify, started introducing Shop with AI. Amazon just shut down Rufus and then released Alexa Plus, which again do the shopping with AI. Meta AI now shop with AI. Gemini use Google Shopping. ChatGPT use Bing. Perplexity use their own crawler. ChatGPT use Bing, but ChatGPT have ChatGPT merchandise. So what's happening now is AI models, like any technology, started free technology. Okay, let's just give it a try. Let's see how it will do. Then they found a high demand to the point that we're gonna start monetizing it. Monetization, one of the key aspects of monetization is ads and selling. So that's why ChatGPT started to introduce ChatGPT ads, ChatGPT ads manager, ChatGPT merchandise. That's why Gemini heavily go for, I think it was called Google Genie, that was released in the latest talk or speech for Google, which again do the shopping. Alexa Plus, as I mentioned, shop with AI and Shopify. So all products are now being query first and adapting query first, and it's growing very fast. And as I mentioned, there is no page two. If you're not on page one, if you're not on top answers, you're not there. So what is GEO? Let's compare between SEO and GEO. And as I mentioned, GEO is optimizing for Google search rank. If you have a higher rank in Google, like our friends here at like Co-Founders Hub, they are doing amazing SEO work, but they are doing terrible GEO work because they are not you. So GEO optimized for the AI engine answers. The goal is to rank in the first top 10 links. The goal here is to get mentioned, and we actually have even a funnel for the AI. So just being mentioned is something, just being cited is something, and just being sorted is something. So sometimes the AI decide to use your reference, but not use your name. If you have an article talking about how to grow your network through joining founders community, and it talks about everything in details, but it doesn't mention our community name, the AI will reference it and then recommend other communities because it doesn't tie it to our name. Or it sometimes can mention you, but doesn't provide your link. So if you search how to buy like Puma shoes in Egypt, it will literally give you the link to buy Puma shoes from Amazon website. So even Puma and Adidas fail to take over Amazon when selling their own product, when people are asking for their own product and they do operate in Egypt. So that's really funny for me. And that's again what we are looking for moving forward because agents will be doing the shopping. According to Y Combinator, in the next couple of years, 90% of the internet users will be AI agents. They will be making the decision, doing agentic shopping, agentic browsing, doing everything for you. You will go to your favorite LLM, tell it I have a meeting, an offline gathering today at night. It will book the product, it will purchase using your credit card, it will book the card that will pick you up, it will do everything. And also, again, which is really, really interesting approach or way of thinking that was raised by YC, that in the past couple of years, since the rise of AI, everyone have been building AI agents, but no one is building for the AI agents. Like what technologies are these AI agents are going to use? If I'm building an AI agent for shopping, there we need to have the store optimized for shopping. So you need to optimize your store for shopping. So again, it's about how to be mentioned, sources and cited in the AI. It's not about just the web page SEO focused on your website. You have X number of pages cited. We don't focus on that. As GEO, we look into the brand entity. We look into your digital PR. We look into your media outlet mention. We look into your social media mention, your Reddit thread discussions. If you have a Wikipedia page, any kind of mention, because AI doesn't just feed into website. As you can see in this example, founder space is actually got from Instagram. I don't know if they even have a website. So yeah, you can still get cited in AI by just having a good Instagram. However, you can't really control the Instagram content much. So we always advise to have like one landing page so you have control over your narrative. So it's about the brand entity, not just the web page. It's not a keyword and backlink game. It's more of a training data and authority game. AI doesn't select the one who have most control over the keyword. AI mentioned people who show something called EEAT. experience, expertise, authoritaveness, and trustworthiness. How much the AI can see you as the expert, the authority, and the trustworthy brand to represent this industry. How AI can trust the founders space when I go to founders space and use them for like founders meetup, that I will not find this like to be like a place that already shut down or a place with terrible reviews. So the AI decide to do the work for you. And by the way, when you ask a question, the AI doesn't ask the same question, which something something really big, but people don't talk about it much. When you ask this question, the AI do something called prompt fan out. Prompt fan out is basically the AI way of making sure that your answers are correct and are, let's say, statistically significant. So the prompt fan out is when the query fan out is when the AI takes your question as you ask it. So you ask it what is the best founders community in Egypt, and start creating multiple variations of it. So if I ask it like the best laptop, it will ask then for like ask the laptop for battery life, then ask about laptop for video editing, then ask about laptop for on discounts. And according to my context, so the AI knows that I work a lot in video editing, for example, so it will look for laptop with video editing. It will tweak the question to get me the most accurate answer. So with the prompt fan out or the query fan out, you don't really match the actual keywords. You don't need to add the question of what are the best founders communities in Egypt and then add your community name. No, you don't. You need to add the authority layer that say that conclude at the end of the day that you are one of the top providers in this industrial niche. Because the AI doesn't ask a question and just expect one answer. They ask multiple questions, take all the answers, and try to like process all of them and get the most common, the highest trusted answer out of all the answers. And that's why consistency is a key, which is one of the things we are always recommending, that don't just look of how much you're or how far you're being mentioned in the queries. Look into how far you're being mentioned into multiple queries addressing the same topic but from different perspectives. So you really know that you captured this specific industry or topic before moving forward to another one. So going back here, as I mentioned, the competition here is position on page, but the competition GEO is just being mentioned in the answer. Then, of course, we go into actual order of the answers. So being mentioned as the first, not as being mentioned as the third. So probably founders space. Like I don't see this Endeavor Egypt anywhere or here on the first page, and I really want to see where it's being mentioned. Oh, nice. Okay, so you see that it's like here, like there's one, two, three, four. There is four in top, including the founder space, and this one is the rank over all of them. Why? Because as you can see here, the AI source from their Facebook and from the LinkedIn. So the AI like use a lot of information from them. So the AI see them as high authority. I can use them for multiple information. I can rely on them on multiple sources. I can see consistency on their social media and their website. Probably they are good recommendations. So the AI decided to show them as the leading global community. Yet it's completely different game than Google. So, yep, that's the whole difference between, or not the whole, of course, but the key difference between SEO and GEO. Before I move forward, anyone have any question on that? All good? Right.
I think maybe let's give people a chance to ask questions. Yeah, I think this is
Okay.
good.
Yeah, I know I've been talking a lot and very
Yeah,
quickly.
I want to
A lot of
give you a chance
information,
to.
so
Yeah.
it's
Guys,
all
do
Ask
you
a
me.
have a
question.
question?
I can keep going for days.
Can I ask a question?
Yes,
Yes,
please.
go for it.
Okay. So what was running into my mind is like, okay, I got it. I'm sold on it. Then what?
Then what? Then you either do what? Oh, I'm muted? No. Okay. Then you need to do a couple of things. One, if you have a business that's already running, that is generating sales or leads, or even your personal website that's generating people who request like a coaching session with you. All of that is an asset. This asset need a channel to drive traffic to it. If this current traffic channel was either like paid channel through Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn, or organic traffic through Google, now what you need to do is to make sure that your business is actually getting revenue and getting value from the AI. So You need to ensure that your business is structured for this new channel that's appearing in the market, that's being adapted really fast, and that if people are asking AI, AI can understand your business. And if AI want to shop from your business, it's able to do so.
Okay, so in other words, what I'm trying to say, Anwar, is like, okay, yeah, like it's like you're sick, go to the doctor. Who's the doctor here? Okay, so I understand that you're supposed to be the doctor, right? And
Yeah.
how do I pick the right doctor for
Okay.
for taking my business forward? That maybe
Okay.
that's what my focus of the question is.
Yeah, clear. Okay, so yeah, of course, what to do? I'm exaggerating the pain, so you subscribe right away. You know the game. So that's us, Zahar AI. We are a solution, one out of many solutions. There is a lot. Um, there is a couple that, of course, like are gaining a lot of attention. That been in YC raised over 60 millions of dollars. People are really interested in this industry. We're the only startup that is focused into a couple of things that put us aside from other competitors. One is the Arabic support, of course. We're the one and only startup focused on different Arabic with dialects. So if people are asking in Qatar, is different from how people ask in Egypt, is different from how people ask in Saudi Arabia. And the dialect shift, the questions shift, everything adapt to the actual dialect of the targeted audience. And the second aspect is, as I mentioned, I'm in CRO and data analysis my whole life. So my work is to ensure that every change, and that's the whole premise behind CRO. CRO is how to ensure that each and every change that you are building on the website is impacted into revenue. And that's what I'm trying to do with my clients. And in Zahar, we actually provide clients with like regular reporting. I just shared an amazing case study with a client earlier today. Let me just bring it here, please. That we look into Google Analytics, we see how the changes that we have done across the time have impacted the business, whether it was like driving traffic or actually generating revenue. So I did this report earlier today. So it was like May versus April. And we're able, this client I've been working with them for a while. It's not overnight. We don't have a magic wand. This took time, but we were able to achieve a 1900% uplift in the revenue. They were able to generate a serious amount of money that covered, I think, their investment since like across a couple of periods. And we reached the point where they actually generate, and it's not just like a volume of revenue by itself, it's the volume of traffic that's fascinating for me. Because we look into a couple of things. We look into like how just a second, let me see how I got this one. Okay, so we look into how much traffic was generated and compared to where we started. So you can see here that we raised from like 1200 to 5600, but when we started with this client we were at 30 to 40 AI visitors per month. So 30 visitors turning into, oh sorry, this is only ChatGPT, turning into 6,000 visitors. That's what we call a progress. So if I'm going to recommend a doctor, I recommend myself because I'm biased. That's first. But second, I recommend someone who always able to answer your question of what did you spend your money on? How much this money return on your business as value and as revenues to your business. We have our own like data studio report. I can share this even with you guys. Like we have our own data engineer. We're very data driven people. So the most important thing now, AI is might be just a buzz. Let's just validate that it's actually generating revenue, not just a buzz. So yeah, we create something like this to our clients. What we did, like from LLM sessions to revenue, to even the halo effect. Like some people will take the brand name and go search Google. So we might have an impact on direct traffic. We can't claim the direct traffic, but we will show you the halo effect and say that we might have an impact on it. We show you an LLM by LLM visibility. We show you how much from ChatGPT versus Gemini versus other Perplexity, how much each generated in revenue, how much like the financial impact, the amount of products, the landing pages, the channel breakdown. And we're developing this day in and day night, so like day out. So yeah, most important advice is someone who can tie investment into ROI or return on investment.
Okay. May I ask a question, please?
Yeah, sure.
So Anwar Ahmed Ramadan here, very insightful. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And to actually follow up on Mahmoud's question, as a small business, I might need guidance on whether or not I need the solution. I'm sure I would. And
Okay.
how far should I go in implementing it? In other words, is there such a checklist for businesses that you could provide based on that? We consider it diagnostic checklist or triaging checklist
Yep.
as a starting point. Do you provide something like that? Do you provide the kind of consultation to put our hands on the pain points as well as low-hanging fruit?
Sure. So
But because I wouldn't know exactly what would be the priority until I hear from a subject matter expert like yourself, who would
no,
take a look at
I
my
agree
business
with
and
you.
say, yeah, you know what, this is a low-hanging fruit and that's a pain point. Yeah.
That's why
Hmm.
Anwar on the website, the first thing on his website is a free diagnostic.
Yeah, good.
Right, right, Anwar?
Yep. The first thing we offer is a complete free report. You don't need credit card. You don't need anything. You just add your domain. So we can do a quick run if you want right now, and we can actually get a free audit and take a look. So anyone want to share a domain? We're updating. I'll show you the V2 report, but we can see at least the current report. If anyone wants to share a domain over the chat, we can give it a try.
Okay, I'm gonna say that in joking. Okay, no, like don't take this serious. What you don't take credit card. You don't put anything. The minute I put
Yep.
the domain, the AI gets all my life story.
Yep. Again, we're using public data, so we're good.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the beauty of AI. Give me
Yep. Exactly.
5%. The AI will get the 95 remaining.
Yep. So right now we have, like, I can show you what we currently do, like what does the system look like active and what does the onboarding flow look like. Let me just get this. So
Hey,
this is
listen, if
like,
nobody's going to give you one, I'll give you one, because I know people like get like,
yeah, no worries. I shared the demo. I shared
you can put my website or you can put 60 talent, something called 60talent.net, or you can put b2have.ca,
Yeah,
whatever.
please share it over the chat. I can show the
Sure.
demo and let's
Yeah,
run it
yeah, yeah.
together.
Let's make some more practicality to the session. Yeah.
Yep.
And I believe
So
Ahmed Sabri also had his hand on, but
yep, I'm not
he
sure
put
if you
it down.
shared.
Yeah. Okay. So let me
Yes,
put on
Sabri,
the
please go
chat.
ahead.
Let's give this, and this is raw. I know I don't do a lot of even regular SEO on it because it's new, but let's see what's exciting about this one. 60talent.net.
All right, let's do that. I think I already logged into an account. Yep, show you guys, but let's get back to this later. It's the correct logo, right? This is the brand. Is it, we're having the correct website, right?
Yeah. It's a talent as a service platform. Yeah, I see it down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, and here just like automatically generate and just start recommending what the industry, the business type, what you're working in.
Industry is a marketplace. Like, let's say it's a marketplace, like a SaaS marketplace or something like that.
Okay, yeah, it's a
Technology.
SaaS. Yeah, SaaS and a marketplace is, I think, more of a business type than but let's do that.
Yeah, that's fine. You can put like, yeah, it's in a sense it's a human resource because it's a talent matching platform. So I guess it could classify under HR as well and staffing. Yes, it's human resource and staffing is correct.
Okay, try to identify the primary country, if there's any additional country you're working in, and the
Well,
primary
it's
language you're
located in
using.
Canada, but it's global, as like anything online, right?
Yep. Usually we use the main country to ask about your ranking in your country. So when we're asking the AI usually look for context, persona, target location, because it uses the user context at the end of the day to provide the answers. So there's always like a global market and like a primary market that is where
That's
the
fine.
company is.
You can keep it US, Mama America.
All right. Let me
The
just
global,
add
the
demo.
global catch all, the US.
Let's just add demo at Zahar.ai. Let me just add here my phone number. Let's just do that
Okay, so this is
and
supposed
get
to send the report to
it
these
send you
addresses.
notification. It send you notification once the report is ready.
Okay.
Um, So
if I'm running directly from your website, when I like, if let's say Ahmed Ramadan is doing it, he puts his email and phone number, and it should send him something when it's done.
basically, to answer your far asked question, you can audit any competitor. You don't need to verify the domain because we use public data.
Okay.
Anyone can audit any domain. You can go ahead and audit on Adidas.
No, I mean the result of the audit. It goes
to the email,
yeah, the email that you've just entered, like yourself today, right? But
yes.
somebody else can use their own deal.
So I want to show you guys how Zahar actually looked like logged in. So I maybe just go to the demo. So this is our V2. We're into like launching the V2, but that's more or less what you guys will get. So you get like the GEO analysis from the brand recognition, how much the brand is recognized when we're asking. Actually, you know what? Let me show you. Sorry for confusing you guys. Let me show you a different tab because I want to show you an active account so you guys have an idea about what type of questions we do ask. So let me go here. I'll share a different screen in a second. Let's keep this one running.
And I wonder if you can zoom in a bit. I'm an old guy, so.
Sure. Sorry, I have an extremely wide screen, so I always miss that. Sorry.
No worries, no worries.
Zoom in a second. Sorry, just a second. Where's this one? Is it here? Okay. Oh, and this one finished as well. So right now it provides some analysis on the brand. So what is the brand is doing, how it's currently performing. So let's say that the brand is currently showing a low brand recognition within a broader talent as service modules or economy. It's not available in the general queries. However, when direct queries are asked, the AI demonstrates strong authoritative response. So that's nice. So if you remember the 3 stages of the funnel, we always say top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel. Each of them serve a completely different goal. But bottom of funnel means that when someone asks about you, the AI know who you are. When someone asks about 60 talent, you've unique value propositions. If 60 talent provide X or Y and Z, the AI have answers about that. And then some answers about the brand recognition, how it's show in different queries about the trust, how the features, the pricing, and the sign-up process, and the reviews and the contact information, all of that provide the detailed information needed for the trust building. And this indicates like a high level of trust and information availability regarding the brand policies and offering. And there is no instance where the AI answers I don't know, because that usually like the fallback for the AI. When the AI is asked about does 60 talents provide X, Y, and Z, and they don't have the information, just answer, sorry, I don't have this information, please check their website. So that's nice. When we look into the competitors like TopTal, Freelancer, Upwork, LinkedIn Profile Finder. So that's some of the competitors that when the AI questions were asked, these are the competitors that showed. Some geographic information about the questions explicitly mentioning the US and that the brand is operating in the US market, or at least it's relevant to this region. However, the brand is not appearing in location-based luxury queries as like human resources and staffing. So when asking top of funnel, high-level queries about human resource and location-specific, we don't get the answer. And here is like the quick step-by-step what you need to do. Like just make sure that the SEO and the content strategy are improving visibility for generic TAS or talent as service and gig economy keywords. So again, what's the AI is trying to communicate here, you showed really well when people ask it about you. When people ask it about general information, you are not there. Make sure to add why you should be referenced in the public information or general information about what is talent as a service. So you start talking about the industry itself. You know what? One of the really, really amazing tricks that we have learned lately that works like a charm with the AI. It's really difficult to get the top of funnel answers. You know, the top of funnel means you dominate the market. The top of funnel means when someone asks about anything regarding to the industry, you should. So the AI, the people working on GEO and researching found this amazing trick called the how-to snippet. And the how-to snippet is to add an answer to how to for a very informational way in a very regular life situation. So how to enhance my team structure. You can enhance your team structure by looking into the team members available, considering the new hires or the people that are overloaded. Put a clear task list. Use a tool like 60 talents to hire new talents, and then make sure to test these talents for 3 months. So what did it do? It's actually provided 60 talents as one of the how-to steps. So you're selling without selling. You're providing your solution as an answer, not as a selling. So that's a completely different game. When the AI recommend you as a how-to, that's a completely different game. They recommend you as the go-to solution, not one of the solutions. Um, so here it asks for like strategic partnerships and marketing campaigns to highlight 60 talents unique value propositions to differentiate from the competitors. Opportunities for international expansion, or at least begin to establish digital footprint that signal global relevance. So you mentioned that actually the business is global. The AI identified it as United States, and the AI identified specifically that is not referencing global, and it need to reference more of a global mention. So that means that the AI is not fully grasping the fact that this product is performing globally. It might have some concerns, and that's why it needs you to validate by importing more about the global digital footprint. And finally, like leverage the existing positive and detailed AI. The positive and detailed, I believe here it means like the potential customers' reviews, and just embed this information on your website. So having more reviews, more user-generated content, more trust-building things, and like the positive and detailed AI responses queries already that is guiding some clients to be embedded on your website that will all pile up in creating a better AI understanding of your product and service, and therefore you will have a better visibility overall. We're revamping this completely. So if you guys did the same activity in a couple of weeks, you will get something like this one. Let me just show you. I think no. Sorry, is it this one? No. Okay, I'll show you. So we're just updating this to have more details. Even it was still being completely free, no credit card, nothing. But yeah, this is in progress. We're even updating our onboarding. So for example, now this is the onboarding. But as you have mentioned, a lot of customers asking us about what if I'm targeting specific city. So now you can target specific city or specific location, and you can see the recommended queries for each of the funnel stages. As I mentioned, what queries we'll be asking in each of the funnel stages, what competitors we're looking for in the AI. Then you can continue, and then you can go to this free report, which will be a bit more detailed with like some numbers and about the position and the answers and everything, completely for free again, with the same like top fixes to apply. So yeah, that's what you get for free. I hope I answered your question, Ahmed, and that put you on the first step of what you need to implement. From Zahar perspective, we work in two approaches. One is like a complete SaaS. You get the SaaS, and the SaaS, by the way, provide you with like everything you need, sort of to. Let me just open this account. By the way, any account I use publicly, I have permission to use, so don't worry about that. But when you create an account with Zahar, you simply get access to the dashboard. You see all the questions that was asked and your brand got mentioned, what links or URLs that AI used, what rank you were, what source it looked for, what market, what vertical, where you got mentioned, what competitors got mentioned. So you can see here that you were not mentioned on this one, you were mentioned or sourced on this one, and here you were sourced and cited and ranked first. But for example, in this one, you were not sourced but cited. So you were not one of the sources. CeraVe was not one of the sources, but CeraVe was one of the answers, which is a different game in AI. Now I have the name, but I need to Google it. So that again weaken the position. You get the breakdown on the visibility, again, as we saw in the new UI, but on the old UI. So brand recognition score, sentiment analysis, like competitor analysis, or the top competitors taking over. All of that can be broken down, of course, with funnel stages. So of course, when we ask bottom of funnel questions, the queries that answer about CeraVe specifically will be more, like the score will be 90%. And when we ask top of funnel questions, it will be like more of 5%. So you get a detailed answer in each. Let me just refresh this one because it do on-demand reporting. Oh, come on. Anyway, so let's go to the SEO. We do full SEO with performance on page. We can expand this a bit. This is not the updated version.
Anwar, sorry to slow you down, but just because we have like the 9 minutes, I see Sabri's hand on again. I don't want to. This probably would be the second time we miss his question. So
I'm really, really sorry, Sabri.
no
Please go
worries.
ahead.
No.
And please cut me, guys. I can go for days again. Go ahead. Thank you, Mo.
Yeah, we get the passion about it. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
very passionate
thank
about
you,
it.
Mo.
And Anwar, by the way, I don't think your camera is on, so I'm not sure if there
Oh,
is any.
really? Yep. Okay.
Yeah. So,
So,
Sabri,
okay.
go ahead and unmute.
Go ahead.
Please ask your question.
Yeah, truly, thanks a lot. And at the same time, thanks a lot, Engineer Anwar. I'm so exciting at the same time. I'm interested in this conversation. Actually, I'm a business development in a marketing agency. In the past, I think in 2023, I approached the client about the competitor and the ranking and all of this stuff to just attract the attention and hopefully close some deals with them. I see the SEO guys use the same rush, do some analysis, and after that they give me the presentation, and after that I persuade the client about the possibilities of SEO. Now my question is regarding the AI: who will win the game? Who will train the data more? Or specifically, I see a lot of solution exist in the market, and right now the social media, TikTok use in-app purchase. So sometimes you will ask Llama, and sometimes you will ask AI in TikTok and complete your purchase without leaving the app, which means the social media right now, it's become a purchasing engine, not just the SEO or regarding the Google. I just want to understand more your perspective about this. Specifically, I see a lot of solution also in Saudi Arabia called the Lucidia, make some sentiment analysis and integrated with social media platform. So I want to understand more about this game. Who will train the data more? What about AI hallucination? Sometimes when you train more data, which means the data is available for everybody, who will determine who will appear or not? I hope it's clear, and I hope you've got quick.
It's the question of the century, Ahmed. Honestly, sorry, because let me ask you this question: who will win the game of the AI? Is it ChatGPT? Is it Gemini? Is it Claude? I don't know. I used to pay $200 for ChatGPT. Now I don't. I only pay like the $5 plan. I pay $200 for Claude. I think I will cancel this maybe soon when Gemini picks up and become smarter, and then I will cancel both of them and go to Perplexity. So reality is nobody knows, and that's what makes the journey even more fun. If you optimize for short-sighted answers, you are optimizing for Perplexity. If you optimize for table of content and links, you optimize for Gemini. If you optimize for conversational queries and more detailed answer, you're optimizing for ChatGPT. So reality is, and that's what we're trying to do at Zahar, is we look into like the overall, like we give you breakdown and recommendation for each engine, but we try to get what will work across the engines. Are we 100% sure? Of course not. We keep trial and error. We have been doing trial and error R&D for the past 8 months. We keep doing that. We built something that might be helpful. I'll share my screen for 1 minute. This is a tool available on our website. It's called the visibility map, where you can simply just plug in what country you're targeting, what industry. So your SaaS technology, you're working in Saudi Arabia, and it will start generating for you what LLMs you should target, how, and why. So it will tell you for this specific industry, for the SaaS technology in Saudi Arabia, your customers and audience are 41% on ChatGPT. They look into things like encyclopedia and Wikipedia. 20% are on Gemini, and they look for something like the brand website and the YouTube and Reddit. And 16% are on Claude, and they look for the authoritative sources and the structured factual content.
And regarding the social media, sorry, Engineer Anwar, for this. Regarding the social media, if I'm searching right now from the social media about the best top sneakers right now exist in Egypt, I want to purchase and complete my purchase from TikTok or Facebook or something like this. So how would that appear in Zahar? Because I see only Gemini, ChatGPT, the large language model that already exists.
Yes. So what we do is we look into how the AI source and reference your answer. The AI might be using social media, it might be using other sources. Reddit is social media at the end of the day, and Reddit is extremely used by AI. Reddit Threads is one of the highest cited sources in the AI. So social media, we don't optimize for social media per se, but we do make sure to always provide recommendation on how to keep the brand entity consistent and how to make sure that the AI, if the AI decided to look at your social media have the correct structure. So by the way, and this was a case study created, I think, either by SEMrush or Ahrefs. They created a fake brand, I think, called Showroom or something like that. They had the website had nothing, the website even had negative comments on the brand. And they created fake Reddit threads, a Wikipedia page, a Medium blog, or not a Wikipedia, a Reddit and a Medium blog about how amazing this, it was like a luxury something, how amazing this brand is and how luxurious it is. And the AI started citing it first, while the website is explicitly saying it's like nothing. So again, so social media is really important, but what's important is the consistency. If you have what's written on your social media, if the website or the social media is saying speed, the website should say speed, and the PR should say speed. If the social media say that you are the fastest delivery, the website say that you're cheapest price, and the public, the PR and the media outlets say that you are the highest quality, the AI will get confused. So try to create a consistent story, if that answers it.
Yeah, I got it. One last question, please, for that.
Sure.
So, who will train win the game? Who will train the data more, specifically in the competition of
No, I think who
SEO?
will win the game, who will be the most flexible to adapt to the extreme amount of changes happening on a daily basis.
Uh,
Yeah, we have nothing to do but following the latest update, applying each and every change, and trying to always be on the top of things, or hiring an expert like Zahar who do the R&D for you and provide you with the solutions. But yeah, for example, Google a couple of weeks ago or just released an article saying that GEO is basically SEO. Then they generated, people started going crazy and showing them reference that they actually talked about LLMs.txt file, which is an important file that guide LLM to navigate your website, that is valid. So what I want to say, the industry is shifting extremely fast. The only thing I can recommend right now is be flexible and keep track of what's happening.
yeah, truly, thanks a lot, Engineer Anwar. Maybe we can collaborate on something. I can connect with you via LinkedIn after the conversation. Truly,
Sure, man,
thanks a
with
lot.
pleasure. Sure.
Thank you. Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you,
Thanks,
Engineer
Ahmed. Thanks, Anwar.
Thank you.
Okay, I know that we have some folks have some questions, but I know we're almost on time, so I want to take the group selfie first. If you guys are ready to be in camera, just again to recognize this call for everybody. So if you guys are ready, just join the camera, and then Anwar, I'm not sure how long you can stay. I know that you're busy, and thank you so much for all the time that you give to us already for a busy man like you. So I don't want to again keep you longer, but again, if you're open for maybe 10, 15 minutes more, I think that would be amazing.
No, sure. I mean, as long as there's questions to discuss, I'm happy to stay.
Awesome. So let's take the selfie first. When you're ready, guys, I want to say 1, 2, 3, and smile. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and smile. Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. If you want to stay longer, please stay. This is going to, be maybe a bit like 10 minutes more. Anwar, I'll give you a chance to answer questions. And also, if you don't mind, Anwar, maybe just tell people how should they contact you or how should they work with you, or otherwise, just the diagnostic on the website.
Okay, yeah. So I think Mo dropped. He had a question about Google Ads. We can answer that if anyone have the same question. They contact, as you mentioned, Ahmed. Thank you for that. They can just reach out to me directly on LinkedIn, go through Zahar AI, and just submit a free report, a request, access, or like upgrade the plan directly. If anything like or any question that I can help with, please feel free to reach out to me directly on LinkedIn. I'll try to be as responsive as I can.
Sounds good. Okay, Asif, please unmute, ask your question, give Anwar a quick context about yourself, and then give the question, please.
Hi, Anwar. Assalamu alaikum. So, I actually signed up for Zahar and I registered Iris Labs, my company there.
Okay.
This like the initial feedback was great, but then I tried to open. So, just a feedback of what I felt as a USA side that it is asking for a price in a Arabic language. and a different currency that I have to Google to find out what it is. So
Mhm.
if you're targeting USA, then something else needs to happen. And like
Yeah,
the
that's the UX problem. We have the USD there. You can pay in USD.
yes. So because mental math will be a problem, and the lock on the left side there are locks, but then you already mentioned those. But then when I'm clicking, some kind of toast message or something will help. There, okay, what I'm missing if I'm not there, and then maybe update. So a little
Yeah.
bit feedback. But thank you. I'm still trying my head around, even though I attended. So I will look at my summary that is it a real time to move from SEO to this new this paradigm? So
Yep.
that's
Mhm.
as I know I'm a technical person, so a lot of people will have the same problem. So
Yeah.
uh,
No, no, thank you, of course, for sharing. I really appreciate that. As I mentioned, we do have the prices in USD and the option to pay in USD, but apparently it's bad UX, so we didn't see it. We'll make sure to fix that. We're I know, like, we started with only EGB until we got formal in Delaware and then opened the American bank account to have the Stripe. So it's, the paperwork. But thank you for bringing this up. And the other thing is regarding like what people are missing in each module. That also makes sense. So I'll make sure to include that. And yep, please go ahead. Feel free to navigate. If you have any questions, just reach out to me. I would love, if you don't mind, as part like of this amazing community, to give you update your account for the discovery plan completely for free. Just give it a try for the first period, run through it, and share your feedback with me. That would be amazing.
no, this is great. So yeah, I was about to say if there is some sort of entry because I cannot pay you in Arabic, or I'm just a skeptic to pay you this way.
Yeah,
So
no, I can completely understand. And as I mentioned, there is a USD option, but let's do the first month just free discovery. Just give it a try. Then you can
yes,
decide if you really want to upgrade and pay for that.
if if you allow me for two sides, then I will have a very different feedback for both sides.
Sure. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Okay, awesome. Again, I know lots of generosity, Anwar. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Ton,
Amazing community.
Thank you.
really appreciate, yeah, really appreciate, everything that you've done. I know how busy you are. I want to keep you waiting if there is no more questions from anyone. And maybe again, we'll chat with you offline and see if we can maybe bring you back after a month or so, just to, show us the updates and maybe, who knows, how this can grow with us too.
Sure. My pleasure. Always.
Anwar, thank you so much. Thanks everybody for joining us today. Stay blessed, stay warm, stay proud, and we'll see you again soon. Take care. Enjoy the rest of the day. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Anwar. Thanks.